All eyes on championship for Ross Chastain in Trackhouse Racing in 2025 playoff berth with that great win, the Coca-Cola 600. But I want to look back about a year ago this time. You did not make the playoffs. So the beard came off. I think that scared a lot of people. Is the beard safe this year, or is the razor maybe coming out?
No, it's safe. That was I don't really know. It was a involuntary spur of the moment thing. I woke up that day after we missed the playoffs and just cut it off. So no plans to do that this year.
Well, for missing the playoffs and making that decision 1 year ago, now you are a crown jewel winner in NASCAR at the Coke 600. If you could look back to where you were at this point 1 year ago to who you are today, how are you different from that point when you missed that playoffs last year?
Well, I'm bearded, so we can start there.
Improvement.
And from there, we showed that we could continue to show up and win. So we won at Kansas in the playoffs last year, even though we weren't competing in them. That was a big deal. So we want to do more of that this year. We want to start it off at Darlington when the playoffs start.
I feel like you're physically incapable of doing an interview with someone without them bringing up watermelons, of course, but when you're growing up, you were a manual labor kind of guy. I don't know how many people really grew up that way anymore. Your hands and knees on the tractor. How do you think growing up like that kind of lifestyle, set you up for your success in what you do today on the racetrack and in life as well?
Well, clearly I wasn't lifting up too many of the watermelons, or I'd probably be physically shaped a little different and stronger, but the farm life and life on the farm was to just do it. That's the name of our farm is JDI, and the just do it mentality is what my dad has always said, and something that I live by and my family lives by. So at the racetrack, when something needs to be done, we just get it done and just do it. So I feel like that at the racetrack, if it rains, say, Mother Nature comes into play, we just wait and we race when it's dry, or we put on rain tires. At the farm, a single rainstorm or a hailstorm or something can wipe out our entire crop. So it's a lot easier to watch bad weather happen at the racetrack, although it puts a damper on the weekend. It's a lot better than getting too much rain or hail or too cold at the farm.
Now, you came up with the Ag to Asphalt campaign. You're on the Watermelon Board. You went to the Corning Museum of Glass and you made a glass watermelon. Everything you could have picked, it was that. Giving back to where you came from is different for everybody in this garage, different for your teammate Daniel Suarez, right? But for you personally, how is giving back different? What does that look like for you?
Well, it's shining a bright light on agriculture is what I want to do. It's self-serving. I'm selfish. I want to promote my family's history and our lineage of what we've done for 8 generations consecutively in watermelons alone. So if I can do that and a rising tide raises all ships, then we sell more watermelons across the board. Watermelon farmers everywhere will benefit, and I'm for that. So, I want to talk about ag and watermelons and teach people where their food comes from. And although watermelons aren't part of probably anybody's everyday diet, I wouldn't mind if it was, but we can talk about other things as well. But watermelons, they're a smile fruit. It's hard not to smile when you're talking about them.
Well, my girlfriend and I had some watermelon last night getting ready for this interview today, so it was a part of my daily diet the past couple of days. But I will talk a little bit about racing before we go away. You have won this race at Phoenix in the championship. You weren't in the championship 4. You're the only guy to do that so far and upset the championship 4. You were in the championship 4 a few years ago here at Phoenix. What's it going to take this year in 2025 to combine those two things and instead of celebrating Victory Lane, celebrate on that championship stage here in 2025?
Yeah. That was a great memory and a great accomplishment to go do that day. But we want more, right? Like you said, so we need to be able to walk through each of these rounds and just go race by race, starting at Darlington and go from there. I can't look too far ahead without getting through these other races first. So, we know we have our notebook for what we did, that we've succeeded at, and what we failed at here at Phoenix, and try to put the best car on track we can when we come back in November.
NASCAR Championship Weekend right here at Phoenix Raceway, October 31st through November 2nd. My last question for you, though, comes from my mom. She was wondering, how do you pick the best watermelon when you're at the store, and then the best way to cut it, prepare it? Not all of us can grab it off the vine at the farm, Ross, so we need to figure this out.
Yeah, I go for 3 easy things. Look, lift, and turn. So a look at it should be symmetrical. It should be heavy when I lift it up. They're 92% water. And then yellow spot on the bottom, not white. That's that ground spot. That means the farmer let it sit there and mature all the way through. It has all those sugars that you're looking for and all that water content in there to be good.
All right, how did you cut it in half and then you scoop it out of there? How do you prepare it for the family?
I like to smash them open.
Yeah, okay.
That's when they taste the sweetest to me in Victory Lane.
Well, my mom does like watermelons, not necessarily when Ross grabs one off the track and eats it like that, but he's hoping to drop the biggest watermelon of his career with the NASCAR championship on November 2nd right here at Phoenix Raceway.